All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for 9 minutes with me, Rosie's Corner. Of course, you got to get down here. It is a holiday every Friday here. It's called Fish Friday with your mac and cheese or your coleslaw and your fries. Get it in sandwich form or entree form. And, of course, here at Rosie's, they offer up your pizza and your wings, your pasta, hot and cold subs, and more themed food days throughout the week outside of Fish Friday. They include your Turkey Slop Tuesday, your Wednesday chicken and biscuits. You got to come on down here to Rosie's. Support local business. Take your desserts, your cookies and your brownies, all that sort of thing, and the Pepsi products in the coolers as well. Mac salad, potato salad, chicken salads. It's all here at Rosie's Corner. And if you are looking for that special gift this holiday season, you're coming in and out of town, maybe visiting family and friends, grab a Rosie's gift card, and that way people can use it throughout the 2021 year. Rosie's Corner, Jody, Jason, and the gang doing an amazing job. Get on down here for pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, and your Fish Friday as well. Let's break down the game this Sunday between the Bills and the Patriots, and just some kind of thoughts, some takeaways, some keys to the game for the Bills. I think number one for the Buffalo Bills. Hang on. Should I talk like this? Right? I didn't have my Bills hat on today, so I figured I'd go neutral. But really, with this Bills team, I think the psyche of this game, the psyche of this team is huge if you can beat New England. Now, listen, I know this is not the same exact Patriots team. I know Tom Brady's not there anymore. I know the potpourri of defensive guys aren't there anymore. Kyle Van Noy is gone and Jamie Collins is gone. I get that. But it's still the Patriots. It's the team that's owned the division for 20 years. Bill Belichick's still on the sidelines. You still have that Patriot uniform, the Patriot logo. You're reminded all the time that they've been to 10 Super Bowls in 2 decades. You're reminded all the time that they've won 6 rings. You're reminded that they've dominated you with Tom Brady. Now, without Tom Brady, you don't want that domination to continue. If you're the Buffalo Bills, you've got to go in there and play this game more hungry than any other game this year, and that includes the Chiefs, that includes the Titans, it includes the Raiders, it includes every game, both games against the Jets, the game against the Dolphins. This is the Patriots. It's at home, no Bills Mafia, but this game's extremely important for up here for the Bills, because if they can beat the Patriots, they know that they are, in fact, the best team in the division. I know the Jets aren't that good. I know that the Dolphins are around 500 making the transition to Tua Tagovailoa as quarterback, but the reality of the situation is the Bills were picked by many to win the division, even with the really hard schedule and with Tom Brady not in New England. They were picked to win the division. I had to see it to believe it. They're still Belichick. You know what Josh McDaniels can do with any quarterback out there. Cam Newton got up to just a ferocious start. Then the COVID thing happens. The Pats have taken a step back. They just got murdered by the 49ers. It's still the Patriots. And that means that the Bills need to go in and attack. They need to go want this game, effort, attack, offense, defense, getting it done. And to me, it starts with the defense, actually. The defense had a great second half against the New York Jets last week. They only gave up 4 yards to Sam Darnold and company. And if the defense can get after it, Jerry Hughes, keep the momentum going from a couple of sacks and the quarterback hurries and the interception, him, Ed Oliver, Trent Murphy, those guys up front, Matt Milano running all over the place. Tremaine Edmonds still has yet to have a Tremaine Edmonds monster game. If he can do some things, he's been dropping easy interceptions. He isn't wrapping people up. They need to get after it and be ferocious on defense. I know there's going to be a lot of different, injury reports here. I'm doing this video before I see all the final ones, so bear with me if something came out after the fact. But the defense, if they can get after Cam Newton and suffocate him, this could be a big rollover win for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, the other major key for the Bills, and frankly, at this point, they could be in any order, is the red zone offense. We saw the Bills dominate the Jets and take the ball down the field the entire game, but once they got into the red zone, the Bills couldn't score touchdowns. They relied on Tyler Bass to hit 6 of 8 field goals, and the Bills won ugly 18-10 between an illegal formation penalty, down the field, Josh Allen fumbling the ball, stupid penalties here and there. The Bills weren't able to convert on touchdowns. And when you start to play the better teams in the NFL, when you are coming off of playing the better teams in the NFL, that stuff doesn't work. You've got Arizona coming up. You've got San Francisco coming up. You've got Pittsburgh coming up. You've got the Patriots twice coming up, including this Sunday. You've got major games again. You have Seattle and Russell Wilson coming up. You have major opponents. And if you don't score touchdowns, you're not going to win those games. Not to mention that once you get to the playoffs, if you get into the postseason, you're going to need touchdowns against those teams because you're playing the cream of the crop, and the cream of the crop always, as the song says, rises to the top. You can get away with beating the New York Jets 18-10. You can get away with maybe a couple of bad possessions in the red zone here and there against the Miami Dolphins. Reality is, against these other teams, you're not going to be able to get away with it, and it needs to start right now. There's no waiting. The Bills have to score in the red zone. They've got to clean up those mistakes. To me, these are the two most important things, the three most important things for the Buffalo Bills in this game. Red zone offense. In fact, I'm going to flip-flop them right now. Red zone offense, number one most important thing. Score touchdowns more than field goals. That, of course, includes eliminating mistakes across the board. Number two, it's the defense pressuring the New England offense and making them uncomfortable and dominating Cam Newton, who has struggled the last couple of weeks. And number three, of course, within all of those things I just spoke about, the X's and O's and A to Z football game, that produces the psyche. It produces the win. It produces the mental part, the feeling, hey, this is our division now. We're the team to beat. This was wide open going in. No Tom Brady, blah, blah, blah. Different players gone, offense, defense. No, we're the team to beat. It's the time for the Bills now, and we just dethroned the continued champions of the division in the New England Patriots. The time is now for the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to take them 24-17 in this game. And a couple of side stories with this football game. Julian Edelman is out with an injury. And also, how about this? Yesterday coming down, Stephon Gilmore, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL for the New England Patriots, basically put his house on the market, including a lot of other details, according to some NFL insiders, that he was giving people Tuesday at 5 p.m. a deadline for when to come and see the house and when to put offers in for the house. Does that mean that Stephon Gilmore either A, wants to be traded out of New England, or B, that he knows he's going to be traded out of New England? Remember when Tom Brady started messing around with the housing market and all the rest, and people thought, oh, it's just a bunch of shit, don't believe it, Tom Brady's going to be in New England forever. Wait, where there's smoke, there's some fire here, and the fact that Stephon Gilmore is going out of his way personally to try and get, and I don't know what's going to happen, but he's trying to get people to get to his house and put in the offers and all these little things that you're kind of hearing in whispers about it. Maybe there's a little bit of smoke there that will create fire for the Stephon Gilmore situation. What I know is that the Patriots look like, from 30,000 feet above, they look like they're falling apart. They look like they're basically on the outs. The offense looks like hell. Cam Newton is struggling like crazy. Last week he threw multiple picks against the 49ers. I believe it was three in total, and he looked like he was going to cry. Josh McDaniels doesn't have Tom Brady. Bill Belichick doesn't have Tom Brady. The defensive situation is a disaster without big-time team leaders on that club. And because the offense is off the field sooner, it means the defense is spending more time on the field. And I don't care how good Gilmore is. I don't care how good the McCourtys are. I don't care how good Chase Winovich is. I don't care that that's the Patriot way and do your job and team defense and all this stuff. Discipline. They don't look good. They don't look good across the board right now, and the Bills need to take advantage, come out, attack, red zone offense, pressure Cam Newton, figure it out, make sure you control the middle of the field, take advantage of Julian Edelman not there, take advantage of Stephon Gilmore in shambles with his house and market situation with a trade deadline approaching, and show the league that you're the team to win the division. The time is now to take the next step for the Buffalo Bills. Put the Patriots away right now. Can't even imagine what's going to happen in Western New York if the Bills lose this game and all the fans are going to turn on the team. The season's going to be over. They're not the team we thought. Brandon Beane's not a Shark. Sean McDermott's overrated, blah, blah, blah. The Bills need to win this game. I'm going to pick them 24-17 in a slugfest in front of no fans in Orchard Park, because why? It's never easy with the Buffalo Bills. But we'll circle the wagons anyway and pick the Bills to move to 6-2. Mike Lindsley here from Rosie's Corner. 9 minutes with me all over the major platforms like IGTV, Facebook, and YouTube. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports, and get on down here today for Fish Friday with your mac and cheese or your coleslaw and French fries. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.